Let me tell you a story. Chapter 1, Heat Between the Lines. It started at the bookstore. Every Thursday evening, Celine came in right around closing time. She said it was the only quiet part of her week. Her copper hair was usually tucked behind her ears, though a few stubborn strands always found their way across her cheeks. Calvin noticed her before she even spoke. How her presence shifted the air around her. How she lingered by the poetry shelf longer than anyone else. Calvin worked the late shift, shelving new arrivals and tidying up, tall and broad-shouldered, with dark skin that caught the amber glow of overhead lamps. He moved with quiet ease between the stacks. His eyes always seemed to see more than he said. There was something grounded about him, something calm. People noticed. She certainly did. When she came in, he slowed his pace, not to be obvious, but to give her time, space, and maybe, if he was being honest, a chance to talk. One night, she held up a battered copy of Love Poems by Pablo Neruda and looked at him over the top of the page. "Is this yours?" she asked, a playful edge to her voice. He didn't look up from the book he was stacking, just smiled. "Might be. Depends. Did it say something you needed to hear?" She tilted her head, considering. "Maybe." Her smile was soft, but her eyes, those deep green eyes, held something else. Curiosity, a kind of mischief. It tugged at something low in his chest. From that night on, something shifted. They talked about books mostly, but also about noise, how she craved silence, about city lights and missed trains and things that you only admit to strangers. She noticed the way he listened, not just her words, but everything between them. He noticed how her voice softened when they were alone, and how her breath hitched when he just leaned in a little too close. He couldn't help but glance at the curve of her neck, the freckles that dotted her collarbone, just below the open button of her blouse. He didn't act on it, not then, not yet. There was something sacred about the space between them, this tension that hummed beneath the surface. He didn't want to rush it. One night, the rain came hard, more than a drizzle, a full summer storm. She showed up drenched, her white blouse clinging to her skin. Calvin handed her a towel from the staff closet without a word. "Thank you," she said, voice low. The silence between them stretched, thick and charged. "You're gonna catch a cold," he murmured, watching a droplet trail from her jaw to the hollow of her throat. "You sound like you care," she said, half smiling. "I do," he said without thinking. She blinked, then she stepped closer. Their first kiss wasn't planned. It wasn't soft either. It was sudden and necessary, heat igniting after too many nights of unspoken want. Her fingers curled into his shirt, and his hand cradled the back of her neck, lips tasting the rain on her skin. Outside, the rain kept falling, louder now, drumming against the windows like a pulse. Inside, only their breathing and the soft creak of the floorboards remained. They didn't go further that night, not yet, but the rules between them were changed, and neither of them wanted to go back. When they separated, neither of them spoke. There was no need to.